Welcome back, NUIC football fanatics. We're headed to week 6 here, and we are going to bring you our week 6 state rankings and NUIC Power 5. I'll take the lead here with who I feel is going to be the top 10 in Class 1A. At number 1, I have Decatur St. Teresa after they beat Clinton last week 62-13. Number 2, I have Forston with their 26-6 win over West Carroll. At number 3, I have Tuscola coming in. They had that 52-14 win over Moweaqua Central A&M last week. At number 4, once again, I have Athens. They had a 55-20 win over Pittsfield. At number 5, staying where they were last week, is Ottawa Marquette after a 47-0 win over Alden Hebron. Coming in at number 6, I have the Stockton Blackhawks after their 52-0 win over Pecatonica. At number 7, I have the Lena Winslow Panthers moving up after their 35-0 win over the previous number 7 ranked Dakota Indians. At number 8 is Brown County with a 36-30 win over Concord Triopia last week, improving their record to 4-1 on the season. At number 9 is Argenta Oriana. They came away with a 46-8 win over Arthur Lovington, improving to 5-0 on the year. And coming in at number 10 is Aquin, who improves to 5-0 after their 40-6 win over Orangeville. So that's my top 10 there, Shane.
My number 1 team, I like Decatur St. Teresa 6 weeks in a row at number 1. Second, I like our Forston Cardinals. At third, Athens. 4, Tuscola. 5, Stockton. 6, Lena Winslow Panthers getting a bump after their big win over Dakota. 7, Ottawa Marquette, up a couple spots from last week. 8, I like Brown County. 9, Bureau Valley. And number 10, the Aquin Bulldogs again. And my top 10 pretty much stayed the same other than Dakota dropping out after that game.
Yep, I agree. I don't see Dakota being in the top 10 rankings this week after the way that they lost that game to Lena Winslow Friday night. As far as our Panel 1A vote, we have number 1, Decatur St. Teresa. Number 2, Forston. Number 3 is Tuscola. Number 4, Athens. Number 5, Ottawa Marquette. Number 6, Stockton. Number 7, Lena Winslow. Number 8, Brown County. Number 9, Argenta Oriana. And number 10, Aquin. In Class 2A, we have our top 10 rankings. My rankings for this section is at number 1, I have Downs Tri-Valley after their 62-6 win over Hayworth last week. Coming at number 2, I have Sterling Newman. They beat Erie Prophetstown 48-13 last week. Coming at number 3 is Deer Creek Mackinac with their 63-0 win over Fisher. At number 4, once again, I have Mendon Unity coming in there with their 28-14 win over Camp Point Central. At number 5 is EPC, remaining in the same spot as last week after their 49-23 win over Galena. Number 6, I moved Maroa Forsyth up after their 56-0 win over Petersburg Porta. And number 7, I have Fulton, who beat Princeton 18-0. Number 8 is Orion with their 37-21 over Rock Ridge. Number 9, I have Hamilton West Hancock, who beat Quincy Notre Dame 56-34. And coming in at number 10 for the first time on the year is Redbud, who beat Freeburg 56-30.
Very good. My top 10 is just a little different, but a majority of the same teams throughout. My number 1 team is Sterling Newman Comets. Number 2, Tri-Valley. 3, Deer Creek Mackinac. 4, Fulton. 5, I bumped up Orion after their big win over Rock Ridge this week. 6, Mendon Unity. 7, the EPC Wildcats jumping up a spot on my top 10. Number 8, Maroa Forsyth. They slid down a couple. It's not anything that they did. I just feel that the teams ahead of them would beat them at this point. Number 9, West Hancock. And number 10, like Kyle said, I agree with, is Redbud.
So that brings us to our panel vote for Class 2A. At number 1 we have Downs Tri-Valley. At number 2 is Sterling Newman. Number 3 is Deer Creek Mackinac. Number 4 is Mendon Unity. Number 5 is EPC. Number 6 is Fulton. Number 7 is Maroa Forsyth. Number 8, Orion. Number 9, Hamilton West Hancock. And at number 10 is Redbud. So that gives you our Class 1A and 2A state rankings. With our NUIC Power 5, at number 1 I have Forreston. Number 2, EPC. Number 3, Stockton. Number 4, Lena Winslow. And number 5, Aquin.
And I have the same 5 teams, just in a little different order. My number 1 team is the Forreston Cardinals, followed with a close second of the EPC Wildcats. Third team will be the Lena Winslow Panthers after their big win over Dakota. Fourth, dropped Stockton 1 spot. I just think Lena is a little better than Stockton is at this point in the season. And rounding up my top 5, number 5, the Aquin Bulldogs.
And with our panel vote for the NUIC Power 5, at number 1 we have Forreston. Number 2 is EPC. Number 3 is Stockton. Number 4 is Lena Winslow. And number 5 is Aquin. So that brings you our completion of our 1A, 2A state rankings and our NUIC Power 5. We'll find out what them state rankings are when they are released on Wednesday. That concludes this section. As always, root for the NUIC.